Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is a very exciting day because today I'm going to be giving you all my first impressions on the new Lorac Mega Pro Palette 4. This is out for the holidays and it is limited edition. So if you would like to hear my thoughts, my first impressions, and also see a demo on the look that I'm wearing right now using the new palette, then just keep watching. So this is what the outer box looks like. It looks just like the first three that they came out with in past holiday seasons, except this one is a really pretty baby pink with black and gold trim on it. And it retails for $59 in Ulta and Sephora, but I bought it on sale at Ulta for $44. And I'm not sure how long that sale is going to last, but I think it's a great bargain. So I would try to jump on it if you can, if you're interested in this palette at all. This is what the outside of the palette looks like. Again, it's very similar to the first three Mega Pro palettes that they came out with. Gold lettering here and silver lettering. This is what it looks like when you open it up. It comes with this little plastic guy right here. And here is a close-up of the palette. It comes with 32 new shadows, 16 matte, which are the first two rows on the top, and 16 shimmer, which are the bottom two rows. Comes with a nice big mirror, which I love. It's very compact and travel friendly, which I think is great even though it is such a large palette. It's actually pretty compact for how many shadows you're getting. So as far as the mattes go, I've heard in the past that the Lorac Pro shadows are very soft. I've never actually used any of the Pro palettes before. This is the first one I've owned, but I am a huge fan of the unzipped palettes. And I know that those ones do have some fallout. They're a little bit powdery, but nothing like these. When I swatched them, they were very soft, but also extremely powdery. And there was a lot of fallout on my face when I got done with my look. I would definitely recommend doing your eyes first before you do your face makeup because I had a ton of fallout on my cheeks. One thing I did notice when I was swatching the mattes is the first shade in the palette, Cotton, and the shade right here, Pink Peony, are almost identical. Let me swatch them for you. I really could not see a difference at all. I don't know if you can see that. I know that Pink Peony is slightly more pink colored, but I really couldn't see a difference. So that was kind of disappointing, but the rest of the shadows in the palette are absolutely beautiful and not very similar. So I'll give it a pass just because it's just the two shades. The shimmers are very soft and beautiful. They feel almost wet when you touch them, and they perform beautifully on the eyes. I used steel wool right here on all over my lid today, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. I did pat a little bit of it on with my finger, but I didn't use any setting spray or anything like that, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. I'm really liking how it turned out. For the look that I am wearing today, I also used shadow. This very, very deep color right here. It almost looks black in the pan, but on the eyes it's more of a very deep gray. I was kind of surprised when I started using this shadow because I thought it was going to be very dark and very pigmented, so I went in with a light hand at first. And at first it is very pigmented when you first place it down on the lid, but the more I blended it out, the more I noticed that it kind of blended away. It is very buildable, and I'm happy with the final results that I got. That is just one thing to keep in mind, is you have to kind of build it up to get it to be a really deep color, and that may be a good thing, especially if you're a beginner and you're not comfortable using dark shades that are almost black like that. That might actually be a really good thing for you. I also noticed that it was slightly patchy, especially on this eye when I was trying to blend it out. Now, I don't know if that was maybe just an error on my part, but that is something else that I did notice about that shade. Of course, I have not played with the majority of the shades in this palette. I just used the grays to get this very smoky look that I did today, and I'm extremely excited to play with some of these other shadows, especially Moss here, and then these two right here. I think they're so gorgeous, and I'm very excited to play with them. For my look today, I definitely did something a little bit different and out of my comfort zone. I normally don't wear a cool tone smoky eye, but I'm absolutely loving how it turned out. I think that the shadows are absolutely beautiful. They blended together so well, and it turned out really well. I'm very impressed. Overall, I think it's a very nice palette. It's very pigmented and very blendable. You get so many shades in the palette that you can do so many different looks. Now, the Mega Pro palettes are normally limited edition, but in the past I've seen that they have brought them back because they're really popular. So if you don't get it and you miss out on it the first time, I wouldn't be too worried because it will probably come back And those are my first impressions on the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. Overall, I think that it is an amazing palette. I absolutely love it. The quality is definitely there. It is very blendable and pigmented. I think that it is a great value. Even if you do have a lot of other palettes in your collection, this palette offers so many different colors and very unique shades that we haven't seen in a lot of other palettes recently. And even if you don't have a lot of palettes in your collection, I think this would be a great palette to add to your collection to give you that wide range of neutrals in addition to those pops of colors. Alright guys, well those are my first impressions, my thoughts on the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. I'm very excited to experiment with this palette more and see what other types of looks I can get with it. And I will update you guys on my thoughts once I get to know the palette more and I have a full opinion formed on it. Again, thank you all so much for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!